Welcome to the Sovereign Teacher. I'm in a different setting today, and today is Tarot Tuesday, and that is, those are my dogs. Okay, so let us begin with an intention, and I'm going to get our intention from the Divine Beloved Oracle cards. And inside the box it says, change me, Divine Beloved, into one who can allow love to lead my life. So we got offering, I am peaceful. Let me, Divine Beloved, offer all desires to you, knowing the right outcomes are already selected. Grant me true surrender and peace. Let me be only a vehicle for your will in every way. So we're going to put that one here. And then let's get a message from Getting into the Vortex for co-creating. Okay. So we have my every thought is attracting its vibrational essence. Whether you are thinking about wanted things or unwanted things, you are still sending out a request to attract more things like the subject of your thought, and all things that happen to you. All people, things, experiences that come to you come in response to your vibrational invitation. But it's those thoughts that you're having all the time. Noticing how things are turning out for you is one very clear way of understanding which vibrational request you are emanating, because you are always getting the essence of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. So that's why it's good to kind of be mindful of what your thoughts are. And we're going to ask the tarot, what are some things that might be in our shadow that maybe we might be having a hard time looking at, that might be affecting what we're receiving? And how can we receive more of what we're looking for? More of what we really want. Okay, we got the Five of Cups. And I'm going to do I'm going to put these two here, and I'm going to do a Celtic cross. So we got the Five of Cups. I'm pointing it towards me now, and then I'll change it. It's easier for me to read it this way. Okay, so Five of Cups. So you can see she's kind of staring at this empty. Well, it's not empty. There's some light in there, hole of maybe what used to be. And she's got 3 empty cups, 4 empty cups, and then a cup or a bowl behind her filled with her resources. But she's very focused on what she lost or what didn't work out. Okay, then we got the Queen of Wands crossing that. So there's this creativity and this life that wants to come, that's bubbling up inside of you, this fire, this energetic creativity and life essence coming up in you that's crossing that. So you left some things behind. You had to leave. Hey, no, Luna! And everything means something in a reading, and everything means something in a family constellation. So I am setting a boundary with her. So you probably had to set boundaries with people, and let go of people. And now you're letting this creativity, this life force energy bubble up inside of you. Or it's just coming up. It doesn't matter whether you let it or not. It's coming up no matter what. Okay, so what's underneath you? Whoops. Here we go. All right. So what's underneath you is the Queen of Pentacles. So it looks like you are wanting to create wealth in your life and abundance, or wanting to experience that. I'm not sure if it's upside down because they're all kind of, well, actually, let's just leave it that way. So we'll get both messages. Behind you, you have the Seven of Cups, and that is upside down. So the Seven of Cups is kind of like deliberating. You had all these choices. You're kind of confused. There's like a fog around it. You don't know what choice to make. And that was in the past, though, so you didn't know what choice to make. Then above you, you have the Wheel. So things have been turning, and where the wheels of fate and everything has been turning, all under the surface and coming down from spirit. But there's a lot that you have, like, that's all been happening, and I feel like what we're gonna get is like what's coming from it. So the Five of Wands you have. So fives are changed. You got a Five of Cups and a Five of Wands, or let's say we got a Five of Cups and we got a Five of Wands. This can be about cooperation. It can also be other people pulling you down. So let's see. Or feeling that competition maybe. So that's right in front of you. Like there's a feeling of maybe there's competition. So you have this Queen of Wands creativity energy rising up, and the wheels of fate are working with you towards what is meant for you. But there may be a little bit of fear about competition, people competing with you and with your gifts. But don't worry about that, because you have a specific gift that nobody else has, and if you're aligned, it's all going to go the way it wants to, or the way that it needs to, the way it's supposed to. Whatever's in you is going to come out. And okay, so then we have the Ace of Wands, which is beautiful. That's where we are now on the path of the earth, the earthly path. So that's us now, this creative inspiration, this illumination of maybe a little bit of our path, maybe not all of it, but we're starting to get like a spark or a sense of where our energy is. And then we have the Two of Wands in the environment. So we still have some choice, some maybe some indecisiveness here. Then we have Strength in the fear, the hopes and the fears position, and the World in the outcome. We got two more cards, so I'm not sure. They're both eights, so Eight of Swords and Eight of Cups, that are maybe influencing this. So I'm going to put them around the world, because I think that's what they're kind of influencing the situation. So I want to look at the Two of Wands. Hey! I want to look at the Two of Wands, and what I'm getting now from that experience is just drawing our energy in and focusing. There's a lot of competing thoughts and energy out there. Hey! And we need to quiet our minds and really focus on what we want. I'm gonna eat my hair. You are crazy, Mose. You are crazy. Ow. Okay. There's a lot of crazy energy out there right now, so it's a challenge to focus and rein our thoughts in. Okay, so I want to get the Two of Wands in the environment. What is that saying to us? Oh no, that's the Eight of Swords, okay. the world, this is the affirmation for it. The world is filled with opportunities for adventure, and I welcome them into my life with planned action. So this is what's in the environment. It is right side up, so it's probably planning for your future, making progress, activation, possibilities, the choice between, okay, ooh, that's what it is. The choice between your comfort zone and new adventures. Okay, so, yeah, the choice between your comfort zone and new adventures. That's good. And then what's in the hopes and the fears is strength. So you have the strength to do what you want to do for these new adventures. But look how, I love this because there's also like a lamb in this picture. A lot of people think that strength is hardening your heart and your emotions and like forging forward. Real strength is allowing yourself to be vulnerable and feel your feelings and move forward with strength and courage. Okay, so I want to get the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups that are around the world. Hey! Hey! Quit it! Quit it! So there may be conflict coming up in you. Hey! What did I just say? They get all excited when they're down here because a lot of times I see clients and then they get all excited because they love people. They love meeting new people. So they're just a little excited. And this one's a puppy still. Mose, come up here. Come here, Mose. No, no, don't bite me. Can you see her? Ouch, quit biting. No biting. You're so fresh. You're so fresh. You're fresh. Okay. So letting go or releasing that which no longer serves you. A ritual releasing, a time to move stuck energy, walking away, leaving your old reality to pursue a new one. Abandonment, disappointment. Okay. So that goes very well with this one. So there's a walking away, and also this one, you know, there's some sadness in walking away. The Five of Cups. You know, we can't deny that there's sadness and grief there. So sometimes we need to attend to that. I have a model that I call the ABCs, which is just acknowledge, validate, and care for it. It's hard leaving people and places behind. It's very emotional. So just be there and be compassionate to yourself. So the affirmation for the Eight of Cups is, I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. And I think it is important to recognize the strength and the courage it takes to choose your own adventure. Especially when you don't know what the road ahead is going to look like. Okay, so the Eight of Swords, and that might be what that one is about. You can see that she is looking in the mirror and she's seeing herself trapped, but she's not really trapped. Like if you look at her, she's not really trapped. And so sometimes there might be like a fear of repeating the past, but you're not in the same place anymore. So the light side of that is feeling stuck, a time to open your eyes to unveil the truth, having more options than you thought, an opportunity to let go of an old story. Yeah. Okay, so you have this opportunity to choose your own adventure and let go of an old story. And that can be scary. But the wheel is working with us. So I do want to get what the Queen of Pentacles upside down might be. Might be some like undeservedness or something. Okay, so for the shadow side of the Queen of Pentacles, it's financial stress, being self-absorbed, smothering others, helicopter parenting, overindulgence, work-home imbalances, and materialism. Okay, so I think there's this desire for abundance, but what's affecting that is like feeling financially stressed, and maybe concentrating on others instead of yourself. and there's some sort of imbalance. So we're going to turn it right side up and say the affirmation. I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. Okay, let's look at the 7. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. Do you want to say hi to everybody? This is Luna. Okay. The 7 of Cups. Okay. So this is in the past. It's feeling blocked by indecision or fear of making the wrong choice, overwhelm. I just want to say what I have seen out there about that. You can't really make the wrong choice if you're going with your heart. And if anything happens, you just correct. And if you're being in the present moment and just making one decision at a time, what you're going to notice is they all lead into each other. So just being very present in the moment and making one decision at a time. And if it's wrong, you're going to start to see that. And then you can kind of walk yourself back. Okay, and the affirmation for this is, my wildest imagination is a tool that I can use to inform my future in a down-to-earth way. Okay, so I feel like that connects over here with the outcome. So we want to be able to see or feel the good things that we're looking for. We want to be able to feel that. I want to connect that back to this card right here, which is, my every thought is attracting its vibrational essence. So if we have a negative thought, we just recognize that and we just say, that's the contrast, and I don't want that. And then you just kind of visualize the opposite of that. Usually it's the opposite of that. Okay, so do we want any other cards, or are we just going to end right here? I think maybe we will get one more card from another deck. It's an oracle. I just want to get one more to close out. It's an oracle. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, girlies. Okay, and this is from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. Is there anything else that we need to know that will help us on our journey? I know nobody's coming today, Loon. Oops. Okay, we got a couple of them. Regeneration and breathe. So we're basically being reborn. We get this second opportunity. We get this new, this is true for me, definitely, but I think it's true for a lot of people. We now have an opportunity to create the life that we always wanted. Maybe our first life didn't turn out the way we wanted it to be. A lot of us trauma bonded. I think most people trauma. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I was a marriage and family therapist that I think this. But I would venture to say that most of us trauma bonded, and maybe you can work through those trauma bonds with the person that you're with. But a lot of us gave it our very best shot, and it just didn't work. The trauma was so ingrained in each of us, and we just triggered each other. So we weren't able to create the life that we wanted with that person, and we had to let go. We had to end it, and we had to grieve it. And so now we have this opportunity to create what we wanted. We have all those same dreams and ideas and creativeness inside of us. Maybe it looks different than we thought, but we now have the opportunity to create that. It's like we are really being reborn. That's what this is. And this is just saying, breathe and be in the present moment. Stay in the present moment, because that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it one breath at a time. One decision at a time, one choice at a time. Okay, and so it is. This today's tarot reading for Tarot Tuesday, and I hope that was a good reading for you. And it's over. Okay, thanks. Let me know how you like this new way of doing it, because I don't know. I think you can see the cards better. So let me know.